the Saints, right fielder number 1, Joshua Brown.
All right, folks, here we go. Back into the doubleheader. Your Briarcrest Saints are playing Hartselle, Alabama Tigers. So your Saints will be visitors. Hartselle will be home. Number 1, Josh Brown, your right fielder, steps to the plate to get this game kicked off in the top of the first inning. Number 10, Elliott Bray, and he will be out, but I don't know about that call, but
it was really close.
Really close. First base kind of booted it, but gets over and makes the play. So we got 1 man up, 1 out, 1 pitch, 1 out. Number 10, Elliott Bray, your pitcher for Hartselle. Sends Griffin Rose, your shortstop, to the plate in the 2-hole. That's a fastball up and out, 88 miles an hour, so a little different velocity. Sometimes the hitters do better that way, so we'll see. That's a fastball up and out. Taken for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
Black team's from Memphis. Black team's from Alabama.
Same exact pitch, belt high. This was called a strike. So those 3 pitches were in the exact same location, just a little bit further down the ladder each time. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hits him. That pitch gets away from him and up and in. Hopefully more grazed him. I don't think it hit him square, so nobody likes an 88 mile an hour fastball up and in. So we got a man on here in our 2-hole hitter. Griffin Rose is on first, and Josh Russell comes to the plate. Striped the ball into right center, left center. Right center his last time up to bat. Hit the ball very hard, just unfortunately got caught. But that's a good breaking ball out of the gate. Looked to be way up and in. Finds the plate for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to the 3-hole hitter. Pretty good move on the hill. Back safely is Griffin. Josh readies for the no balls, 1 strike. Same thing, except for this will be a base hit. Oh. They get the lead runner, unfortunately. Good play by the shortstop to come up knowing where that play was. That would have absolutely been unplayable had he tried to go to first. But alrighty, folks. So we got 2 quick outs. We got a runner at first, and Josh Russell that was a good hit on a curveball, just not enough in the hole. That's a fastball over the outside part of the plate, 92 miles an hour. Taken for strike 1 to your designated hitter, Trip Ray. So we got no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Josh Russell stands on first. That was a good hit, too. That was unfortunate. That ball is curveball, comes in. Ball is hit real high, but right at your center fielder, who slowly makes his way in and makes the catch. So going into the bottom of the first inning, score is 0-0. All right, folks, so we'll go through the defensive lineup for the Saints here. Number 1, Josh Brown will be your right fielder. Number 20, Griffin Rose will be your shortstop. 21, Josh Russell will be your center field. Number 7, Jack Newman will be your first baseman. Number 5, Nolan Cody will be a left fielder. 27, Brennan Bomar will be at third base this game. Number 40, Tyler Bryan will be your catcher. Number 9, Dylan James will be your second baseman. And Mr. Aiden McCready will be your pitcher on the hill for the Saints. Another promising young sophomore coming up here and coming with them out of town. And
Number 17, Eli Tidwell.
be in a big spot here, and hopefully he can put the ball over the plate. He got a defense behind him, and I watched Aiden's last outing. He pitched very well, had a really good outing, and let's see how he does against the Hartselle Tigers.
What time's first game?
We play at 3 o'clock, so 12:30.
It's pitched low in the dirt, taken for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Number 17, Eli Tidwell, your third baseman, will lead it off for the Tigers. It's a good pitch, low in the zone, swing and a miss for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
So that guy hit 5 people with his car yesterday and killed Eli.
That's awful.
2 of them are still in the hospital. They called him. He was hit and run. They called him out.
It's a good pitch on the outside part of the plate, taken for strike 2, right at the knees. Tough pitch to handle.
Well, they called him a press.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes. McCready ahead in the count here. Going to want to get off the plate. Nothing over the heart. That's a good pitch. Exactly where the catcher was set up. He fouls it back.
When I ran for a state senate as one of my platforms, if you own your 30 UI.
See if McCready can get a put out here. It's a good pitch. That ball was in the bottom of the zone.
Hurt anybody with it.
Gets a swing and a miss. So McCready sits the lead off
Second baseman number 29.
down. Gets the
Williamson.
big first out for
Never get the guy.
a young kid on the varsity hill. That's always important, just to
Is that where
get rid of some nerves, and
That's why your prison can't hurt anybody.
Hayden takes care of business there. So we've got the 2-hole hitter here. That's a good pitch on the outside part of the plate. If he can stay there all day, we might have a good day here.
My platform is fewer people.
Joe Williamson, number 29, your second baseman for the Tigers, is up to the plate. It's a fastball out off the plate in the dirt. Skips by the catcher.
Was every person in jail that
Taken for ball 1. 1 ball,
cost less?
Amazing thing, there's
1 strike, 1 out.
a few years ago in Memble, but it was right before Christmas.
That's another phenomenal pitch. Same spot.
Just past the red line, runs the red line.
Pitches on the outside on the black part of the plate, and he's ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out.
And
Outfield set up to pull a little bit here.
yeah,
It's not a bad pitch. Gets a little further out off the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Aiden McCready on the hill for the Saints.
They accelerated his car by that.
so I said, well, I happened to be on his cell phone, and I was the back guy. So he mentioned it.
Ties him up inside. That's a foul ball down the third base, over the third base dugout. We'll do it again. Good pitch right there. Changing it up. 4 or 5 pitches outside, and comes back in, ties him up, can't get an extension, and foul ball. I would imagine he'll get back to the other side of the plate here. That ball is muffed off the end of the bat. Unfortunately, it was a good pitch. Just falls over the head of the shortstop, unplayable for a base hit. Was not hit solid, but just got enough of it.
Left fielder number 14.
So your 3-hole hitter, Peyton steals.
There's a third action.
Number 14, your left fielder will come to the plate with 1 out, 1 man on.
Before shot started, he had a fourth action. Why's he even driving? Why's he got?
Drive. You just go ahead and pitch when
That's a good pitch on the outside part of the plate in the very bottom of the zone for strike 1.
He had the fourth action.
No balls, 1 strike, 1 out.
Jails for one thing, but people that hurt people go.
rehab. Not rehabbing.
Oh.
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong.
Aiden checks on the base runner at first.
You want to get danger.
It's been sitting there for 60 years. There's nothing wrong.
Got a runner at first, got a pretty decent lead. Aiden is aware of that and checks on him again. Do not want that runner going to second here any sooner than he has to. Aiden set to deliver 0-1. Another good pitch, but does not get the call there. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. How about a double play ball here, Aiden? That would be nice. Haven't had one today. Would like to see one. So long as it's on the right side.
Because some religions don't see the same age for marriage as other religions do. No, it's not. It's not going to have a legal limit now.
What I'm saying is,
Catcher blocks it up. Ball's in off the plate. It'll be 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner stays put.
what I'm saying is getting married at 15. It's not considered religion. It's
Google it, it's going to make you mad.
yeah.
And he's in Arlington, Tennessee. The guy goes from Arlington.
That ball's in the dirt. Runner thinks about it, checks up, blocked up nicely, and stay put. Count is 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Aiden will deliver what I thought was a strike. I guess that was a little up in the zone.
Center for number 15.
Got a walk. So we got a base hit, got a walk, got 2 men on here. Early in the bottom of the first inning. We do have 1 out, but clean up here. There is a big fella. Lefty.
2:30 this morning. They're updating on websites.
Number 15, Coleman Mizell, your center fielder. That pitch is fastball down, taken for ball 1. I would imagine you don't want to leave one on the inside part of the plate right here for this kid. There's a reason he's batting 4, I'm sure.
You see the big trade today?
Big guy.
The White Sox traded away Kimball.
It's a swing and a miss right there, though. Aiden 1-1, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at first and second.
Now he's left Atlanta.
Huh?
Now he's left Atlanta.
But even when he's with Atlanta, if I watch the game and I was watching him pitch, he didn't pitch well.
It's a fastball down in the zone, taken for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Aiden, unfortunately, is going to have to get over the plate and challenge this guy, and hopefully can get a sharp ground ball right at someone or a strikeout here. Double play would be ideal. That ball is hammered. Yep. There's a reason that kid's batting in the 4 hole. The kid's about 6'5", 6'6", maybe. Goes every bit of 2 in a bunch. And that ball is hammered right over the center field wall, about 365 feet. So the Saints will be starting from behind here, down 3-0. That pitch was just right where you couldn't throw it to that young man.
DH for 44.
On the middle inside part of the plate, and he did what you're supposed to do with it, but straight away. The good thing is we have nobody on. 1 out.
Now, he's got ties here, right?
He bought Scott Hall's family's farm in Bedford County.
Okay. I knew he came in.
It's a good pitch in off the plate. Taken for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Nobody on.
So A.J. Pollock to the Dodgers.
That's a good pitch.
Well, the Dodgers lost their closer.
Jansen.
With
the Braves.
The Braves.
That's a foul ball off the catcher's inside part of the leg. That don't feel good.
What's that?
Well, what do you do? Like, they'll probably just sweep off the plate.
I know.
Little rubber belts around or something.
Something tells me he'll be all right, though. Number 44 is also a big fella for the Tigers. Brody Morrow, the DH. Hitting in the 5 hole for the Tigers. That ball is caught. Good play by Brennan Bomar there. That ball was striped. All you could do is react and turn your glove over, and he catches it right before it hits the turf. So we got 2 outs. Bottom of the first inning. Saints are down 3-0 on a center field home run shot by the cleanup hitter. Trying to get out of this inning here and put it back on the offense. And I would assume the cleanup hitter will not get any pitches for the remainder of the game. That's the ball 1 in off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. That is a good pitch on the inside part of the plate, taken for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 away on a couple of hits here in the bottom of the first inning for the Tigers. That's a fastball up out of the zone for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs to the 5 hole. No, 6 hole. My apologies. This is number 13, Grayson Howard.
Came back up on E5.
So, we got a ball hit at third base. Brennan Bomar can't handle it. Kind of backpedaled a little and can't field it cleanly. And we got a man aboard.
Pitcher number 10, Elliott Bray. Oh, you got to put the pitcher in.
Number 10, the pitcher, another big fella here. 2 outs, 1 man on.
That's a balk. He just forgot to pitch the ball.
We got a balk here. Lost a little bit of some footing, and
I'll push a lot of buttons up.
that'll move that base runner to second base, put him in scoring position here. We need him to stay right there. Saints can't allow any more runs here. Down 3-0 already. It's a fastball out off the plate, taken for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs.
It makes too much sense to actually hit him.
To the pitcher for the Tigers.
I mean, I'll make a mix up on it. That makes too much sense. That's just too. That's just. I'm thinking about from like a user standpoint, like software coding. So I didn't know what you're called foul.
I like the infield turf. I just don't like the turf mounds, and I'm sure the kids don't either. We boot another ball in the infield, unfortunately. That ball hit right at the shortstop. Griffin can't handle it, and so we got 2 men aboard. Saints are going to have to get out of this and work through that and Work around 2 men on here and get an out. Number 27 up to bat. Cam Polahatch, which is the catcher for the Tigers. That's a fastball up and out of the zone.
That hammer was awesome. Everybody get hammer.
Saints down 3-0 in the bottom of the first inning.
Tell me you're excited.
Ball's blocked up, ball in the dirt. Runner will stay put. That's a fastball up and in off the plate. Taken for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. 2 outs. To number 27, the 7th hole hitter. I'm going to have to come back here and put these balls over the plate. That's a good pitch right over the middle inside part of the plate. For 3-1, at least to get this thing back respectable to this hitter here. We don't need any more free bases. See if Aiden can challenge him here, and maybe we can. Going to have a wild pitch there. Ball gets by the catcher and way outside. That'll load the bases. Big fella stays put on third base, thank goodness. That ball bounced back, so he probably made a good decision. So,
first baseman 5, Ben Griffin.
Catcher and Aiden McCready have a little discussion. Probably telling the young kid, hey man, just throw it over the plate and let you guys work for you and settle in here. We're in the first inning of a long ball game. We can absolutely certainly get back from 3 runs down, that's for sure, but we need to get this fella out right here. Number 8, Cade Miles, the shortstop. Pretty good looking athlete. It's a fastball out off the plate. Taken for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. We are already at 35 pitches for Mr. McCready in the bottom of the first inning. We're going to have to put some brakes on that. That's a good pitch right on the outside part of the plate. For a called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Infield set up to pull. That's a good pitch, but that ball's hammered right at right field. Thank goodness we've got a man standing there in Josh Brown. He hauls it in for the 3rd out. 1 base hit and a home run, and your score is 3-0 after 1 inning. All right, folks. Jack Newman steps to the plate, and first pitch swinging right at the shortstop. That That'll be a ground out. Just kind of went after a ball low in the zone there and chops it right at shortstop. Shortstop makes a routine play, and one man up, one out. We're going to have to put some pressure on the defense here because that will be some more of the same that we just did. One pitch, one out. So we got 2 outs now in the top of the second inning. Brennan Bomar comes to the plate, your third baseman. The velocity is a little higher this game than it was last, so these first pitch swings are just far enough behind it where all we're doing is creating a ground ball. So we got to get after it and put the ball in play and put some pressure on number 10 because she's got a 3-run lead, and at this point doesn't look like he's throwing a whole lot of balls. So he looks to be very efficient. Now, almost all of his pitches have been over the plate. So we're going to have to put the ball in play here. There's another strike. He's going to continue to throw him right over the plate until you do something with him. So no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Same thing. But that is close to being a really good hit. That ball fouled off, hit pretty solid. 87-mile-an-hour fastball on the outside half of the plate. Bomar goes where it's supposed to go, but it goes foul.
Where the light shatters.
At the top of the second inning, Saints are going to need something big to go their way. That's a big, just sweeping breaking ball there. A little bit of good velocity on it, and that thing breaks late, and just 4 pitches gets 3 outs. That's not what you want to see. Even if you don't score any runs, we don't want that kid staying in there rolling all day. So we gotta put a little pressure on him. But when you don't throw any balls, you're going to end up being fairly efficient. So Saints will go into the bottom of the second, down 3-0. All right, Saints, we are going into the bottom of the second inning. Your Saints are down 3-0.
Third base for 17, Eli.
McCrady's pitched well. Throwing strikes. He just 1 base hit to lead the game off, or by the 2-hole hitter, I believe, and then a home run by your cleanup guy, and Saints find themselves in a hole 3-0. That's a ball in off the plate to number 17, who is your leadoff hitter, Eli Tidwell, your third baseman for the Hartselle Tigers from Alabama. He struck out his last time up to bat, I believe, or grounded out, or I think it was a strikeout. But 2 balls, no strikes. Don't need to find the zone here. We don't need to put any guys on base here. That ball is up. Will be fielded by your shortstop, Griffin Rose. It's kind of one of those plays you hold your breath on. It's kind of right in the middle of the triangle there between second and short and center.
Joe Williams.
Griffin hauls it in. We got an out. The all-important first out of the inning. So Joe Williamson had a base hit right off of the end of the bat, just barely sailed over the shortstop his first time up, and he is the one that crossed the plate first in the first inning. He's going to get a called strike here on the outside part of the plate. No balls, one strike. We do have one out. He was well out in front of that pitch he did hit, and ended up with stealing a base hit out of it. See if we can correct that here and get the second out of the inning. It's a fastball out off the plate, taken for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Mr. McCrady's pitched pretty well, just made one mistake. That ball kind of off the bat fools Josh by about 1 step, and that ends up kind of falling right there, just, I mean, probably 2 inches out of reach, and we got a base runner at second base now. He's hit both of his balls off the end of the bat and ended up with 2 base hits here.
Peyton Steele.
So we're going to have to work around that kid again. He stands on second, 180 feet away. So we got number 14, the left fielder, Peyton Steeles. We'll come up with 1 out. It's a pretty good curveball by our man McCrady. Finds some of the plate and he fouls it off over the first base dugout. That's a fastball taken down out of the zone for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And 1 out with 1 man on. The bottom of the second inning. Saints are down at the moment 3-0. The ball's hit right at your shortstop. Should be a easy put out, and it is. So better defense this inning from the Saints, and we got 2 outs here, and hopefully we can control this kid. We kind of know this guy, what this guy can do already.
Now batting, center fielder 15.
And he will absolutely should not get a pitch on the middle inside part of the plate. And if he does, that's a huge mistake on our part with open bases behind him. So that ball is hammered, but you know, when you put it on the outside part of the plate, good things happen, and that's what happened. 1 pitch, 1 swing, and an out to your left fielder, Nolan Cody. So we control the big fella in the second inning, and the Saints keep the score 3-0.
Fastball, you go after.
All right, folks, here we go. We are in the top of the third. Saints down 3-0. They send their catcher, number 40, Tyler Bryan, to the plate. We need something going here. That's a fastball over the heart of the plate. Taken for strike one. No balls, one strike. Do not want to get behind to this kid. That's a curveball out off the plate. He's got a really good curveball too, so got good velocity on it. Breaks late. Going to be extremely hard to hit. I would expect a fastball right here over the heart of the plate. We get a fastball, but that ball will be hit to the first baseman, who will field it and toss to the covering pitcher, who easily makes the out. We just can't connect with a fastball. It's not overpowering, but for some reason we can't put a solid bat on it yet. Let's see if Dylan can correct that. Top of the third inning, we got one out here, and you're going to get a fastball right over the heart of the plate. I think he's thrown that exact same pitch to every kid that stepped to the plate thus far. So, rolling right along. Dylan gets around on one and is ready for that one and pulls that foul. So we got no balls, 2 strikes.
Who's throwing?
And everybody here thinks curveball, but I'm going to disagree. Well, outside, off speed. Did not go. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We got 1 man up and 1 out. To number 9, Dylan James, your second baseman. That's a good hold off right there by Dylan. That pitch finished in the dirt. That's just that sucker pitch with 2 strikes. Hard to lay off, and it's you know, good plate discipline by Dylan there. And he manages to work himself into a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pretty good AB by your second baseman here. That's ball hit at the 4 hole. Bobbles it, but is able to grab it and make the play. Dylan with a pretty good AB, but there again, just can't square it up.
Joshua Brown.
So we got 2 quick outs here in the top of the third inning. No balls, no strikes, 2 outs.
Trying to T-ball.
That's an off speed over the outside part of the plate for called strike 1. It's a fastball up and out for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs.
Everybody comes and plays like that.
It's a fastball up in the zone, right over the heart of the plate. Missed for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Came close, came back. Way down TV time. Yeah.
2 balls, 2 strikes. That ball's over the heart of the plate, but foul back. Josh battling here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the third inning. Scores 3-0 on a home run by your cleanup hitter for Hartselle. And that ball will be hit at the second baseman, who bobbles it again but makes another play. So, after 2.5 innings, your score is still 3-0.
Cody Moreau.
All right. Here we go. Now batting for Hartselle, your DH, number 44. It's a pitch in off the plate, taken for ball one. That's a ball down out of the zone, taken for ball two. Big swing and a miss. Just out in front of it. I don't think I'd lose one on the middle inside elevated part of the plate to this kid either. He's batting. In off the plate for ball three. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Dig into a big bag of seeds.
Got to challenge him here. Go after him and hopefully your defense can shore it up here. That's a fastball. Wild pitch outside. I think we had him set up inside.
First baseman 13.
Ball 4. Number 13 steps to the plate. Your first baseman, Grayson Howard for the Tigers. Got 1 man on, no outs. Bottom of the 3rd inning. So let's see if Aiden can roll a double play here. Something to break the momentum. Keep the base runners off the pads here. Some big kids on this Hartselle team. I don't see a lot of stolen bases, but I see a bunch of bats. So if we can keep the ball on the ground, give ourselves a chance here to make some ground ball put-outs. Problem is, most of these kids ain't swinging for a ground ball. Most of the balls they've hit have been in the air. So the count is no balls, 1 strike. Got no outs. Got 1 man on at first base. The bottom of the 3rd inning, Hartselle is up 3-0 on the Saints. That ball right there should be a little more playable, but nobody will get there. Another foul ball. Taking down the first base line. Can't get to it. No balls, 2 strikes. To number 13. Grayson Howard in the 6th hole, your first baseman for the Tigers. It's a pretty good pitch, up 0-2. Ball's out off the plate, but Aiden's not wanting to lose one over the middle part of the plate here to anybody on this team thus far. Just need to stay out on that outer half of the plate, and it's a good pitch, barely off the plate. Kind of surprised he didn't get a call, but 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. See if your base runner is thinking a swing here. He's going to stay there, and we gets a big strikeout on a breaking ball there that started on the outside 3rd of the plate and finished just off the plate out of the bat length. So Aiden gets a big strikeout there. We got 1 out. We got the pitcher number 10 up. That's a fastball down out of the zone for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. That ball is hammered right at shortstop. Should be the front end of 2. They're going to give it to him. That looked to be nowhere close. But, you know what? Give the team that's down the benefit of the doubt, and you got a double play, right? So, we'll take it.
I got to tell them in basketball, I don't know how it is everywhere else, but when they get ready to make the call and somebody's getting fouled, they call a jump ball. That's nonsense. A lot of it is. I know a lot different.
So after 3 full innings, the Saints are down 3-0, but put up a couple of good defensive innings there, and we've held them since the first. So defense and pitching is getting the job done. We just got to get the bats going. See what we can get going here early, and get something to put a little pressure on number 10, get him off the hill, and or at least rattle him a little.
I love T-Ball. He's pitching pretty good, T-Ball.
All right, here we go. Top of the 4th inning. Griffin Rose, your shortstop's coming to the plate. This will be the second time through the lineup, so hopefully we've learned something. That this kid is going to throw 98% fastballs right over the heart of the plate to the batter. That's pretty much been consistent. And we are going to have to get going on the first pitch swinging to create any momentum here. This kid is just coming right at us, and we are working the second baseman out.
Center fielder number 21, Josh Russell.
So we get number 21, Josh Russell, center fielder. Griffin Rose will ground out to the second baseman, and first out of the 4th inning. Josh comes to the plate ready. That ball is kind of elevated. Can't square it up, but first pitch fastball. Josh fouls it straight back. That is a very effective late breaking curveball that breaks a ton. So Josh 0-2 here in the hole. Gets a fastball up and out of the zone, taken for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Need to slow this kid down a little. He likes moving quick, and another curveball up in the zone and was coming back in, and Josh offers and can't square it up. That'll be the second out of the 4th inning. Number 13, Trip Ray, steps to the plate, our designated hitter. Batting in the 4 hole with nobody on, and once again, we got a first pitch fastball over the plate.
Whitlock, he's on 26 strikes and 10 balls.
And once again, we get a ground ball at the second baseman. Man, Saints are going to have to get something going here. This kid is rolling through 4 innings, 37 pitches. About 3-to-1 ratio strikes to balls, and we're going to have to find something to figure him out here. So after 3.5 innings, Saints are still down 3-0. Still got a ball game, but need to put some runs on the board.
Number 27, catcher Cam Palahats.
All right, folks. Your catcher, number 27, comes to the plate in the bottom of the 4th inning. Tigers are up on the Saints right now, 3-0. That's a pretty good pitch. Out off the plate, though, called for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. That's a ball down, taken for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. That's a fastball in on the hands, and he will foul it down the third base line to the dugout. 2 balls, 1 strike. I mean, I got to say, Aiden, the young fella, has pitched pretty well. Just 1 mistake thus far. Really? That'd be a tough play. You should get rid of it. Got an out. Pretty good play by Bomar there. Gets that ball a little deep at third base territory. Fires it over to first. Jack makes the play. Good play there. We need all the defensive outs we can get. We don't want to give this team of all teams any freebies. Pretty good hitting team, you can tell. So right now, I think Aiden's doing a pretty good job controlling that. We just need to get some offense generated at some point. Aiden, one of the stellar up-and-coming sophomores, and got plenty of years to gain experience and get better. And he's getting thrown to the wolves here, and doing a pretty good job playing with the big fellas. So good for Aiden. That'll be a fastball in the dirt for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. To number 8, your 8-spot hitter, Cade Miles. He's also your shortstop. That's a good pitch right on the outside part of the plate. 3-1. At least now he's got to think about it. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Throw that same pitch. It's a ball in the dirt. Same location, just out of the zone low. Gets a walk.
Number 17, third baseman Eli Tidwell.
Back to the top of the lineup. Eli Tidwell, your third baseman, number 17 for the Tigers. Number 8, Cade Miles, is on first base. Got some speed. Late reaction there by I think they saw the square to bunt, and just a little late getting over to the bag, but it doesn't matter. That kid's swift and pretty good jump, so he takes second pretty easily. So we got a runner in scoring position. We got 1 out, but we're going to have to. Got a ball in the dirt there for ball 1. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Pretty good speed on the pads, evidently. It's a good fastball, but out off the plate, taken for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Got 1 out. We need to keep that young man at second base. We don't want him standing at third with less than 2 outs here. That's a surefire way to give up another run. And that ball is hit right at right field. Josh Brown will be there to make the play, but that ball hit deep enough to do the job and advance the runner to third. But we got 2 outs, so, you know, you got this kid again. Number 29 has had 2 base hits. He had a base hit off the end of the bat right over the shortstop's head, had a base hit just fall short of the center fielder's last time at bat, so we're going to have to break his hit streak here and get an out in order to get around that base runner. It's a good pitch. That ball will be hit right at center field, but Josh Russell is there, and good job by Aiden McCready. I mean, other than the one mistake on the fastball bell tie into the big fella, you got yourselves a ball game. I mean, we've held them to 0 runs for the last 3. Defense has played decent after that first inning, and hopefully the Saints can get the bats going here and get out on first pitch and put some balls in play and put some pressure on the defense. After 4, the Saints are behind 3-0. All right, top of the 5th inning. What do you know, folks? Fastball.
First base number 7, Jack.
Although that was a very tough pitch on the outside edge of the plate. Jack probably wise to take that, but I think this kid has recorded a strike to every batter he has faced right out of the gate. Jack Newman, number 7, your first baseman, steps to the plate for the Saints in the top of the 5th. This game rolling right along. Same exact pitch. Big swing and a miss by Jack. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Comes back with the high heat above the hands and can't catch up to it. So Jack goes down on strikes. That also a very effective pitch. Just enough velocity on it. It looks really good. You got 2 strikes, you got to swing. So what do? You just can't get your hands up there and get on it. See if Nolan can. Nolan comes up. 1 pitch, 1 swing. That will be caught, but a little better result there than maybe a weak ground ball to second. So that ball was swung on pretty good out of the gate by Nolan. Just gets under it just a little. He barely missed that ball. He squares that up. That ball gets out of here, and he was close. Nolan barely missed that ball, and he knows it. Number 27, Brennan Bomar, steps to the plate with 2 outs, top of the 5th. That's a curveball up and out of the zone. He's thrown a few of those first pitch, but not many. Luckily, he misses with that one because that pitch is difficult to hit for sure. That will be a fastball hit right back at the pitcher. Fairly easy ground ball, and that will burn through the 5th inning on about 4 pitches. That's what we call efficiency at its finest. This kid has thrown 44 pitches in 5 innings and hadn't even sniffed a hit. So Saints are going to have to get moving here and get after it in the top of the 6th when they come back up. So, bottom of the 5th, going into the bottom of the 5th, the Saints are still in this ball game and got a young sophomore on the hill that has pitched very effectively, other than one mistake pitch. And the score is 3-0. All right, here we go. Bottom of the 5th inning.
Number 14, left fielder, Peyton Steele.
Number 14, Peyton Steele. Up to bat. This is your 3-hole hitter, your left fielder. Aiden McCready still on the hill for the Saints. That's a good pitch, off-speed pitch. Comes in there last second, finds the inside part of the plate. Not a pitch you look at and you go, I'm going to swing at early. He gets ahead in the count. No balls, 1 strike. Same pitch, this one low in the zone, gets the same result. Swing and a miss for strike 2. It's a pretty good sequence thus far right there by Aiden. That's a good pitch. Matter of fact, I don't know that he could have thrown it any better, and it finds more of the plate. But that was just outside for ball 1. Catcher set up exactly where he threw it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tries to get a swing. Probably a good idea. Throws a ball low and in the dirt, and doesn't get the swing. 2 balls, 2 strikes. For all you kids at home that think you just need to throw it harder and faster and you don't throw hard enough, 9 times out of 10, just like Aiden just showed you right there, you just put the ball where you're supposed to, and you can keep your team in a baseball game.
Number 15, Coleman.
That ball was the only place you could have put it, and got a called strike for a big strikeout to get the first inning, and all these bases open. I would hate to see this kid get a pitch he could get a hold of. He barely hit a ball his last time up to bat that got on, literally probably 10 feet from the warning track to left field. His first time at bat, he hits a 3-run shot right over center field fence. So that was a good pitch, just doesn't get the call on the outside part of the plate. That's the same exact location. This time he gets the call. 1 ball, 1 strike. Someone read the memo. Do not lose the ball on the inside part of the plate. Catcher sets back up right there. He got that one in but low and gets a swing that you can't do anything with it but foul it, and that's what he does. So Aiden doing a fine job thus far to the big fella number 15. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. It'd be nice to get a put out here. Put this ball about knee high on the outside black part of the plate and make him beat you. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Uh-oh. That ball is enough under it. Just misses it, and that ball was kind of trailing in and tied him up just enough to put some air under that ball. Josh catches that ball about 10, 15 feet from the wall, and we got our second out. So, Aiden, good job
Brody Moreau.
for McCready there. You got another big fella up, number 44, the designated hitter. Batting in the 5 hole. Got 2 outs. No need to go after this kid over the heart of the plate either. That's a good pitch. I think that's a kind of a mistake, but gets away with it. That ball was on the middle part of the plate, about just lower than belt high, and it's taken for a strike. See if Aiden can get around that, and that's a good job, but cannot get to that. That ball hit just hard enough to his tailing and skate by the second baseman, but you know what? That's not the worst thing that can happen. You got a big fella standing on first.
First baseman.
And the designated hitter, I'm assuming he can get that ball out of here like the rest of them. So, see if Aiden now, who has choices on which bags to get an out on, see if that helps him out, and he can get a ground ball here and get a put out. Pitch out off the plate for ball 1. They do have a few kids on this team that will steal bases, but thus far, for the most part, I think these kids rely on their bats. And I see why. Braden gets the out, makes a really good dive and stop. His only option was to get the fronty in there where a big fella was coming, and gets it done. McCready pitching very well after the one pitch he kind of made a mistake on. I mean, he's put up some really good numbers here. Got 4 scoreless in a row. Got ourselves a ball game, but the Saints are going to have to get going. They got 2 more chances at it here. Coming into the top of the 6th, they're down 3-0. All right, folks. Second time up for the catcher, number 40. This kid better be swinging fast first pitch. And he is. That is a foul ball by about. It hits the. I believe it might have hit the first base umpire.
It did.
That's unfortunate right there. That ball was smoked. I mean, maybe 6 inches from being fair.
Yep.
And the problem with that is you're liable to get a different pitch here. That pitch was hit well, and first pitch swinging fastball, which is what we got to have. And he did not go, but he said he did. So now he's in a hole. No balls, 2 strikes. Probably going to get something up around the numbers right here. About 88 miles an hour, and let's see. All right, gets an off-speed out off the plate. Good idea by number 10, but far enough out where there's no decision. Now he's going to get something up around the numbers. He does. Does not bite. So we got 2 balls, 2 strikes. If I could pitch, I'd make a good pitcher, but I can't. Never could. So, although it's much easier sitting back here. It's another curveball taken up out of the zone. So we got to be sitting right here, sitting on go. 3 balls, 2 strikes. He's coming with a fastball, guaranteed, and everyone in the house knows that. I don't know what that was, but that's I think maybe I can draw a walk, but it didn't happen.
Second baseman Dylan James.
So Dylan James comes to the plate. He's cutting. First pitch fastball. We are slowly but surely learning. But we only got 2 more at bats, so we are getting to where we're getting after the first pitch. But this kid's just effective. And then he comes back with that. That's pretty much consistent. Gets a called second strike. No balls, 2 strikes. He's just getting after it now, and he's feels pretty confident. So he's just throwing the ball, and that's a strike on the outside part of the plate for strike 3. We got 2 outs, 54 pitches for number 10 here thus far.
Now back right fielder 1.
He's 1 out away from being through the 6th. So Josh Russell, leadoff hitter, comes to the plate. Needs some base runners. I meant Josh Brown. Josh Brown, our leadoff hitter, number 1, gets started off with an off speed on the outside part of the plate. This kid right here is tough. I've seen some pretty good pitching outings by some pitchers, and this is pretty effective. Strike swinging. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 6th inning. Loses 1 outside there. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Saints are down 3-0. Need some base runners. Need any kind of pressure on the pitcher whatsoever. That ball will be hit on the first base side. First base fields it cleanly and through 6. The score is still 3-0. Big fella number 10 has thrown 58 pitches through 6 innings, and it's pretty efficient thus far. We got 1 more shot at it in the 7th. We will have the 2, 3, 4 hole hitters up, thank goodness, but today I don't know if that matters because this kid is rolling, so we'll see. All right, here we go. Bottom of the 6th inning. Aiden McCready still on the hill for the Saints. This may very well be his last inning. That's a fastball in off the plate to your pitcher, number 10. That is a big kid. One ball, no strikes. That's a good pitch, but misses low. 2 balls, no strikes. Saints going to have to find some offense here in the next inning. That was a mistake. Luckily, that ball was far enough in on the hands that he could not keep that ball fair, and that ball goes foul. So we got 2 balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the 6th inning. Aiden has managed to get through 4 scoreless innings here in the last 4 innings, but the runs in the first inning are the difference. 3 runs to nothing thus far for the Tigers. Gets a big swing and a miss there, so we got 2 balls, 2 strikes. Not a bad idea, just far enough off the plate where there was no thought by the hitter. So the count goes full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Really need this out. Can't afford to put more base runners on the pads. That's a good pitch by Aiden right there, and hitter just gets froze up, guesses wrong, swings late, misses it, and he gets a big strikeout to get the first out of the 6th inning here. Aiden just dealing, just pitching really well for the Saints here. Just has no run support to this point because the kid on the other side on the hill is one of the better pitchers I've seen in a while. That's a good off speed just out off the plate. Aiden, 1 ball, no strikes.
What's wrong?
A little bit of chirping there. That's to be expected considering we just can't get anything going. A little bit of frustration down on the field, and that's a good pitch. Really good pitch. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Mr. McCready doing an admirable job on the hill for the Saints today, I must admit. Thus far. See if he can get through. That ball hit right at center field. That will be hauled in by Josh Russell, your center fielder. So McCready is 1 out away from getting through the 6th inning here with no damage in the 6th. Your shortstop, number 8, Cade Miles.
Number 8 shortstop, Cade Miles.
Will come to the plate here. See if Aiden can get this 3rd out and keep the Saints in the game here. They're only down 3-0. Given the pitch effectiveness from the Tigers, that could be tough, but certainly doable. That's a good pitch. 2 good pitches in a row from Aiden. He's trying his best to close this thing out here and get through the 6th. Got 2 outs. Got 0-2 here. Don't get too lax. Don't lose a ball over the middle part of the plate. Make this kid battle for it. So we set up inside. That ball is hit right at center field. That will be hauled in by Josh Russell. Great job by McCready. Doing his job. Just Just a phenomenal job on his part. He's literally made one mistake all day. And that's pretty good for such a young fella to get through 6 innings against what you can tell is a really good baseball team. So Saints just got to get some run support going here. They get one more shot at it. It's top of the 7th inning. Score is 3-0. No velocity lost by the big fella at this point. There's 88 miles an hour here, and he's only 58 pitches in through 6 innings. So, but we have looked better with the bat the last couple of innings going after the first pitch fastballs. So maybe we can get after it and just put any amount of pressure on this kid. We got our 2, 3, and 4 hole hitters up. You have Griffin Rose batting in the 2 hole, the shortstop for the Saints. You got Josh Russell, number 21, the center fielder, batting in the 3rd spot. And then you got our designated hitter, Mr. Trip Ray, number 13, coming to the plate, 3rd in this inning. So let's see if Griffin can get after this most likely fastball. Of course he does, and guess what? We break up the no-no, then we force an error, and what do you know? We're going to third base. All right, folks, so we got 90 feet away there from actually cutting this lead by a third. So that's going to be a tough play. There's only one play. Pitcher gets it, looks Griffin back, throws Josh out at first. So right idea by both hitters, swinging at the first pitch and just out in front of that one just a little bit, drives it in the ground. And so we will send Mr. Ray to the plate. Something tells me he's been paying attention, and surely he will be sitting fastball here. And he gets a breaking ball up and out of the zone, takes ball 1.
Dish for 13, Trip Ray.
So we got Griffin Rose is at third base.
Oh.
He said he did go around. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. There's no way that umpire in the field is in a position to make that call, but anyway, he does. That's a fastball just right over the outside part of the plate. 88 miles an hour. Same velocity it was the first inning. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. That's a fastball in off the plate. Low, taken for ball 2. So count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Man, we need a base hit here. And that's going to be a ridiculously tough play. He throws the ball into the dugout. He is out, trying to advance to second. Gets the run in on an errant throw from shortstop. That's probably a mistake on our part. I mean, we need base runners, but that's instinct. You see that ball fly by first base, and that would be a base hit. Absolutely, and that's what you do. But we got 2 outs now.
Number 5 left over, Nolan Cody.
So we got a couple of base hits here. Got Nolan Cody, left fielder, at the plate. It's a breaking ball, misses up out of the zone for ball one. 1 ball. No strikes, 2 outs. Score is now 3-1. Tripp gets the run in on his contact up the middle. Then Jack gets a base hit. He stands on first base. Nolan is ahead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. And for as good as the kid is, he looks just a touch frazzled now on the mound. So hopefully we can keep that up. That's a good cut, but that fastball was well up in the zone. Hard to get your hands up there. Nolan getting after it. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner at first base. It's a good off-speed, breaks right into the zone there. So the Saints are possibly down to their last strike, but hopefully Nolan's got something to say about that. Number 5, Nolan Cody, stands at the plate. Gets another breaking ball. I think the pitcher is more upset about the no-hitter getting lost in the last inning than he is anything. He does give up 2 base hits in the bottom of this, in the top of the 7th, but the Saints go down 3-1 to the Hartselle, Alabama Tigers.